top story, newspaper mogul James Reed was found dead, leaving his son in charge of his media empire.
I'm Cato. I'm sorry to hear about your father.
Who is Cato?
He worked on your father's cars.
Wanna see something cool?
Whoa! Think about this, Cato. We've been wasting our potential. This city needs heroes. We will pose as villains to get close to the bad guys. That way, no one will suspect we're really the good guys.
I need some weapons.
An honor. Yes.
I want the head of the Green Hornet, and I want it tonight.
Let's roll, Cato.
I'm Lenore Case, your new secretary.
Jackpot.
The Green Hornet has been attracting a lot of attention.
Are you ready to die?
It's not dying you need to be afraid of. It's never having lived in the first place. Red light, stop! Stop! The camera got us. Can I shoot one?
Hey, Mark!
I'm so excited.
Yes, it's exciting. That's why you're excited, because it's exciting. Come on, look at this guy. You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Cato.
Don't thank him. He did nothing. Actually giving relevant information.
That's a good. I've never seen
That's a very nice prop.
That's it.
Executive assistant.
because I'm going to be on the documentary.
Ow!
Ever tell me to catch coffee again? Beat the shit out of you!
Dude, what is wrong with you? Are you crazy? This is our plan. You're supposed to work for me.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, it must have been like a really bad.
Getting the computer to
That's Are you kidding me? You serious?
This is journalism, okay? You want to be an investigative reporter? Then report, investigate, go for it.
Okay, good.
Don't suck an egg. I was being facetious there. It's an expression. It's a rap song. Let's talk about it.
I've been your father's most trusted colleague for the past 45 years. I'm going to make sure that we keep the Daily Sentinel on a path that he would have been proud of.
Okay.
Yeah, Jay.
I'm gonna wait until we get around there. Well, maybe I'll do it a bit earlier. You can't really get the geography. One, go! And action!
All right, where are we going? I'm buying. I'm going the Black Beauty.
Whoa!
Cato! It's beautiful! And it's black! Wow! Incredible!
Why are you sitting back there?
It's part of my plan, okay? Don't worry about it. Let's go.
2-foot center lens, right?
Yeah, like that. Let's say.
Right.
There you go. Good.
Center lens.
Huh? That's good.
It was 4'3". Camera. Look. And attack.
To kind of just show people something they've never seen before. I mean, that's what I like. When I go see an action movie, like, I come away with those moments where you're just like, wow, I've never quite seen that before. But I think what we really have going for us is that, like, the actual scenes are what work, you know, and the actual jokes and the relationships. Like, what always makes me happy is we have these giant fight scenes and these huge action sequences, and then just like a small interaction between the characters in the middle of that is what people really take from it, you know. Our world has been flooded by these, like, rich people who are just kind of famous for being the son of someone who did something great, and that's kind of who Britt Reed is. He's just kind of a dude who parties, and his father was once like a great journalist. It was instantly clear that he was super cool, and that it would be wrong to see like him taking orders from me. Like, that's what was clear. Like, as soon as we saw him, we're like, oh, this guy's really cool. Like, he kind of seems like a pop star, you know. Like, he's really charismatic. He's handsome. He has like that cool hair. Like, and he just seemed like the last guy who should be subservient to me, you know. And so that was instantly clear. And so like that, and then we flew him in. So, you know, after we thought that, and he was really funny. She's really funny, and she's awesome, and she's like, what I like is she's like all about like figuring stuff out in the scene. Like, what I always like is like when you have a scene and you think it's pretty funny, and then you get to set and you like do it a few times and you find like 5 more funny things that you didn't even think might be funny you know, up till then. And she's like really into that process, and she's always looking for like new little ways to do it and new funny little things to do, and she really enjoys that. And I think, you know, it's just really cool. It's just always nice when you work with someone who clearly is like really into it and really, you know, loves it and enjoys it, you know. When Christoph came on, he loved the idea that it was a guy who was like kind of having a crisis, and he didn't have an identity of his own, and he was trying to do this thing and it wasn't going well, and he kind of madly, you know, diverts all that energy into becoming this insane villain and killing the Green Hornet. And we were just so happy that he liked that, because that's what we always wanted to do the whole time, basically.
Because Bruce Lee played the Kato before, it's a classic. It's a challenge for me. It's a great experience, and I think it's a lot of fun for me. They come from different backgrounds. They are like brothers. In Chinese, we say Shongdi. So, Kato, a little bit serious. Britt is funny. So they are balanced. They are a good team. The first time I met him, I heard his laugh. Far away. Before anything. I know he's coming. He's very passionate about everything he does. He's an actor, also a writer, and producer, so he knows everything. Cool.
I got a phone call that Seth Rogen and Michel Gondry were doing The Green Hornet, and those two names separately are incredibly interesting to me, but together I was like, what are you talking about? Those two minds together to me just sounded like whatever it was. I didn't care if it was Green Hornet. I didn't care what it was. It was something that just really, you know, perked up my ears. He doesn't have superpowers. That's what I love about it. He's just a normal man who who just has a lot of resources and a great sidekick who actually happens to kick ass. So that's his superpower. He doesn't have superhuman strength. He's just a regular guy who is just resourceful and gets in with his sidekick Kato, who is even more resourceful, and they fight crime. Lenore is smarter than the both of them put together, and they don't really know what they're doing. They have no idea. Britt doesn't have any idea how to run a newspaper. Lenore, is passionate about journalism. They have no idea how the criminal mind works. Lenore is, obsessed with criminology and forensics, and so she knows these things. She's studied it. And so without her knowing it, unbeknownst to her, they're using her is probably the only thing that's halfway intelligent that they do, is that they use her knowledge to sort of plan how they're going to participate in their criminal activity. He's always laughing. He's always laughing. You can hear, where he's at, because wherever he's at, laughter is coming from there. And it just comes from such a wonderful place, a deep, beautiful, loving, fun, easygoing place. And he's just really special. He figures out a way to make everything fun and funny.
Chudnovsky is a very sensitive and hurt human being, an intellectual, takes great pride in his appearance, and very, very, very prudent, very shrewd businessman, and has a certain way to deal with competitors. And all in all, it's this lovable, very nice, sometimes a bit cuddly person. Britt Reed is actually almost irrelevant to Chudnovsky. The Green Hornet isn't, because the Green Hornet kind of disturbs his business. It kind of infringes upon his regular, possibly dubious business affairs, and because the Green Hornet's concept of appearing to be a criminal works perfectly with Chudnovsky. He thinks it's a competing criminal. First of all, the fantastic idea that Seth had to tell a superhero story from below, to turn a superhero on his head. And then to have that directed by Michel Gondry, that's a strike of genius. Yeah, it's a fantastic idea. I mean, I'm neither into comics nor into action movies, but that would definitely be a movie that I would go to see.
And I think the general tendency of superhero movie is like everything is taken itself very seriously. And I think there is a sense of humor and sense of humanity that we experience through the story, which is common to my other work, but it's as well common to Seth's work and other people's work. It's not definitively my style, but I think I contributed to that. I contributed to make the audience feel